Hello gamers, I hope you are doing well. From puzzles to shooters, the best iOS and Android games offer something for everybody. If you are searching for a fun game to play on your Apple and Android phone, these hand-picked favorite games represent the popular and niche titles that you should be playing right now. Before we dive in, welcome to Legends Depot, the largest YouTube channel for gaming. In every video, we always bring something more entertaining for you. So if you want to be part of the vast entertainment world, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Starting from number 1, we have GENSHIN Impact. GENSHIN Impact is without a doubt one of the top mobile video games on the market right now. In-app purchases made by gamers across all app marketplaces reach $10 billion. It is, in fact, the first mobile video game to reach that milestone in such a short time. Today, it is one of the top 3 mobile video games that generate the most revenue worldwide, surpassed only by PUBG Mobile and Honor of Kings, both from Tencent. Many people liken it to classics like The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild in gameplay. On Genshin Impact, there is so much a player can accomplish with magic and an open-world environment to explore. Of course, the fact there are over 20 characters to pick from. On Genshin Impact, form a team and play with your friends. Hone your character's abilities together and explore Teyvat with the freedom required by a game of this size. This is also a cross-platform free-to-play title that is playable on Android and iOS. At number 2, we have another game, POKÉMON Go. You'll have to remind us what other smartphone game has kept players coming back as long as POKÉMON Go. This game really made a virtue of AR and location-based gameplay as you battle and capture cute critters near real-world landmarks. Pokémon Go is often considered the most inventive outdoor smartphone game. This game is incredibly addicting because you must play it outside in the real world, not at home. You go to different locations to collect Pokémons and battle them for gems and prestige. The graphics are charming, more akin to anime. Despite this game is incredibly addicting to people of all ages. At number 3, we have Among Us. Among Us has not only taken popular culture by storm, but it has also amassed millions of fans who appreciate the simplicity of the concept coupled with its modern take on a whodunit. Players interact online, joining forces to construct a spaceship for departure, but one of them is a forger. Millions of players joined the game to find and outfox their opponents, and at some point, there were 2 million players a day joining the game to find out who was trying to kill the spaceship's crew. At number 4, we have Mobile Legends. Mobile Legends is a versatile MOBA. Think League of Legends or Dota 2. For those unfamiliar with the genre, there are multiple player online battle arenas where you and your partners choose from a roster of heroes and set out to guard your base while ensuring the absolute obliteration of the enemy base. They require technique, team coordination, mechanical skill, and knowledge of a broad library of heroes, items, and abilities. Mobile Legends is a free-to-play game available on iOS. Once you've downloaded the game, it'll take you through a brief tutorial that will guide you on how to explore the map, use your abilities, and buy items. That's very simple. At number 5, we have Old School RUNESCAPE. Old School RUNESCAPE is another Android and iOS game on your list. Old School RUNESCAPE is the only everlasting, ever-evolving adventure that you shape. Players learn their skills in RUNESCAPE through training. However, they continue to follow the same training, like doing something, picking up levels, gaining experience, and gaining capabilities. For example, when players select to train woodcutting, they gain experience as they cut down trees. As players level up, they can cut down bigger and bigger trees, giving them more experience and faster granting leveling. This cycle does not wrap up until players reach level 99 in a skill. At number 6, we have TIKI-TAKA Soccer. Whether you are a fan of soccer or football, depending on your area or not, TIKI-TAKA Soccer gives most, if not all, the angles of the sport with a retro-style twist. So make your team, enlist staff, and even purchase free agent players and compete your way through the most premier leagues in Europe. Short-sighted and easy-to-learn controls make the game playable for individuals of all ages. This is the culminating game for soccer fans over the world. At number 7, we have RAYMAN Adventures. Everyone's most favorite French platformer is back, and he is on mobile. RAYMAN Adventures has everything you expect from a Rayman game. Engaging visuals, kooky designs, and fast platforming action. sewn up into an Android game. You could play as many as 55 characters in over 7 different worlds as you grow your sacrosanct tree to unlock new adventures. Chase down the ancient eggs, hatch over 320 different Incrediballs, and use them to beatbox. So, it's a wild ride and the one that is hard to say no to. At number 8, we have Rebel Inc. Do you have what it takes to pacify a rebellious region following a destroying and destabilizing war? Rebel Inc. gives you the instruments to prove you can. To keep your allocated region under control, you'll have to balance investing resources on military and civilian priorities, from instituting reading programs to constructing literacy levels to building new watch outposts and constructing foreign soldiers to help keep the peace. But anything you do it fast, as rebel insurgents will be waiting to seize control of the country. I hope you're enjoying this video. If we have missed something important so far, please tell us in the comment section. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for watching more entertaining content in the future. Now, back to our next spots. At number 9, we have Monument Valley 2. Monument Valley 2, the spin-off to the 2014 sensation, presents an intense bond between mother and child. Protagonist Ro guides her child through the dazzling, dreamlike puzzle levels. The situations themselves are even more charming than the already delightful original. Seeing landscapes changing along with your inputs is perhaps an even cleverer dream than the actual puzzles. Relaxing, moving, and mesmerizing. Monument Valley 2 is one of the leading puzzle adventures on Android. At number 10, we have Downwell. Weltero decides to explore a well. That's the preface of Downwell, and an obvious one at that. This is a wild-eyed roguelike game centered on the perpetual downward motion. Guiding Weltero, you must avoid deterrents and foes with the help of gunboats that only revive when touching the ground. Downwell's levels are haphazardly produced, which makes each run different than the previous. The game was designed to be played in portrait mode with moderate monochromatic visuals. Downwell is excellent, very challenging. At number 11, we have Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. We know that there are enough Star Wars games out there to fill a universe. But if you're weighted down with choices or tired of the same old feeling of a game, we feel confident you'll be drawn to Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. While the initial version of this game was first released in 2003, it has withstood the test of time against competitors by offering a detailed storyline and wealthy role-playing challenges. About 2 decades back, the game got to be an instant classic. Nowadays, it's experiencing a resurgence thanks to its Android and iOS remastering. Try your hand at bringing down the Empire and use your abilities to save the Republic. To move forward, you have to become well-versed in the ways of the Force. KOTOR is a phenomenal game for all RPG and Star Wars fans. This upgraded classic will keep you locked in and remind you of your love for Star Wars. At number 12, we have PUBG Mobile. If you are looking for a mobile game to play with your favorite people, look no further than PUBG Mobile. This multiplayer shooter lets you play with single or multiple friends over a wide assortment of game modes and gives a beautiful feature-complete version of the hit Battle Royale shooter, with streamlining for the little screen. The iOS version of PUBG Mobile is all the more surprising for running a heck of more smoothly than its PC and console counterparts. Here, you will find recognizable maps like Erangel and Vikendi, but a map called Livik is made particularly for phones. But you can appreciate the game broadly without spending a dime if you prefer. At number 13, we have Slay the Spire. It took a while to create a mobile version, but it's better late than never. Slay the Spire is the classic card-battling roguelike game, which challenges you to attempt to take one of the different characters to the top of the eponymous spire. In Slay the Spire, the player, through one of 4 characters, attempts to ascend a spire of multiple floors. Created through procedural generation, battling through enemies and bosses. Combat takes place through a collectible card game-based system, with the player gaining new cards as rewards for combat and other means, requiring the player to use strategies of deck-building games to construct an effective deck to complete the climb. At number 14, we have Stardew Valley. Ever wish Harvest Moon was available on mobile? Well, wish no longer, as that's viably what Stardew Valley offers. Build up your own farm, explore and fight through dungeons, and get romantic with locals. Stardew Valley has the choice for both split-screen local co-op and online multiplayer co-op. Players can marry each other in Stardew Valley co-op, but it's basically a late-game endeavor. For 2 players to get married in Stardew Valley, one has to buy a wedding ring crafting recipe from the traveling cart to get 500 gold. After acquiring the recipe, the thing can be crafted with 5 iridium bars and 1 prismatic shard. After crafting a wedding ring, one player can deliver it to another to propose. If the second player accepts, the wedding will take place. It's lovely and dramatic. Finally, the last spot on our list is PAKO Caravan. The final entry in the PAKO series is out, and it's a little different than the others. Surprisingly, it brings us back to the early days of mobile gaming. PAKO Caravan combines PAKO's brilliantly colored drifting with Snake's simple mechanics. You'll snake your way around bright, busy maps, forming convoys, or as some might call it, caravans of automobiles in an attempt to create the longest chain possible. So guys, what would you think is your favorite game? Feel free to mention your thoughts in the comment below. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to Legends Depot. See you next time, Survivor!